guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tyree and I'm here with another video. So in today's video, we're obviously going to be talking about these here, how I do my eyebrows. This was not a highly requested video. No one asked for it. I'm just doing it and putting it on my channel. So I'm not gonna waste any of your time. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If it helps you, it does help me, but I always just make sure my eyebrows are groomed. So I go in and I pluck any unnecessary hairs that are in this region, as well as like on top. And then sometimes, it's not always common, but I'll go and trim my eyebrow hairs just so that they have a little bit of a shape that I can work with. So I did this eyebrow already just to make sure, of course, my method is going to work for you guys. So we're gonna definitely get over into this brow here and I'm gonna just show you all the steps. All right, so I'm just going to brush my hairs in an upward motion just to see what I'm working with as far as shape. I bought this eyebrow gel from Target. It's an e.l.f. brand. It's a gel pencil and it basically is supposed to just keep all your hairs in place. So I just go over my brows lightly just so that they can lay down, but not too much because I don't want the product to be super thick and then start to mix in with my eyebrow gel pomade. So now that my eyebrows are laid in place, I'm just gonna take my spoolie and kind of make sure that they are laying in the direction I need them to lay in. Now the eyebrow pomade of choice here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow, and this is in the shade Granite. So I typically aim for darker pomade. I used to use chocolate and ebony, but they were too light for my liking. So I like something that's a little bit more, not harsh, but sharp for my complexion. So I go for a darker, almost black, but has a little hint of brown in here. So I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Eyebrow Pomade Applicator. I don't know if that's even what it's called, but it has a spoolie on the end and then it has the angle brush at the other end. So that's what I'll be using to apply the dip brow. I always start and line the bottom part of my brow from front to back, so I just create the shape. So I just lightly line it as much as possible so that way in case I need to go in and make any corrections, I have the ability to do that. So the bottom line for my eyebrow is now complete. I'm gonna go in and do the top. I always start from the middle because I focus more on getting the wing right, and then I go in and, you know, fill in the front end. So I don't really have any particular method as to how I figured out how to do my arch. I just simply followed the natural shape of my own eyebrow. So that's where my arch typically fell, and I just emphasize it right there. Now from this point, I just shade in from the tail end and I shade going in this direction. And then once I get to the front, I push up in an upwards motion. I don't really try to aim for like the little individual hairs or anything like that. My eyebrows are very thin in this area, so I just try to get as much shading, you know, going on in my eyebrows so that it gives you the illusion that these are my brows and that they're full. But yeah, I haven't mastered the little eyebrow hairs just yet. So I'm just gonna fill in from the back end first and then drag whatever I have left over towards the front. Okay, so now this brow is done, and I'm just gonna run my spoolie through it just a little bit, just to make sure that I'm satisfied with the way that the hairs are laying. And now I'm just gonna go in with the concealer to shape the rest of the brow, and then we're pretty much done. So my concealer of choice is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I use the chestnut color, and I try to just get a shade that's like maybe a shade or two lighter than my own natural complexion. I have this little square end brush here, and this is what I use to apply my concealer. The brush is from Jessup. I got it off of eBay a couple of years ago, and they are very affordable. I'm not really a makeup guru. I'm not trying to be one or anything like that, so I don't really know a lot about brushes or anything. I just got a simple cheap case that I could find on eBay that you could probably find at Ulta as well. But yeah, so it's just this flat end, and I'm gonna line my brow from the front to the back, and then from the top to the back. Then I just drag my concealer down to my eyelid. All right, next I'm gonna take this flat top brush. I don't really know what this type of brush is called, but you can just see like it has a very flat top. And this is also another Jessup brush that I got off of eBay a while ago. So this is what I'm gonna use to shade in my concealer around my eyebrow. So I just shade it into my lid. And then there's also like somewhat of a harsh line for the concealer up against the eyebrow pomade. So I just lightly brush it like with the edge of the brush in an upwards direction, because I don't want to get any of that leftover concealer into the actual brow. And now I just take like a little blending brush like this, I suppose. It's also Jessup. And I just focus on the front end of the brow. And then I brush upwards to kind of create like a gradient effect and get rid of any harsh lines. And that's pretty much it. That's how I get my brows. Then after that, I go in with my choice of foundation, and I just go all over my face, and I go a little bit over the eyebrow concealer, so that way there isn't that halo effect or anything like that, that ashy look or anything. I always hide it with my foundation. So this is always the first part of my journey to putting on my makeup for the day. So I hope this was very easy, very simple, and very self-explanatory. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Bye!